Hi, so I'm here at the Georgia Guidestones, and I noticed a few things that I think might be of interest to some people. So, first and foremost, there are now in granite, obviously the side pieces are always going to have some certain form of roughness along the edges. However, if you notice, the difference between that is a little bit more smooth, whereas this one is more rough, and the specific indentations. Now, irony of granite and granite, um, these are particularly large stones, and they were specifically ordered for this particular piece of work. The aspects of these sides, including even on that, are quite different in certain regards. Obviously, certain portions have far more indentations in comparison to others. Now, I'm going to point to that. I don't know if you can see that little hole right there. I'm going to show you. On the other side of the central piece is that hole. And if you look, you can see inward. Now, I don't know if anybody ever noticed that before I got here, but there you can see. I hope I can aim the camera well enough to see that way. And so then there's this, and there are marks along there as well as above on the top, similar to Egyptian hieroglyphics in the pyramids, how they have them in multiple locations. So there are inscriptions there, as well as inscriptions along the top. And obviously, if depending on the angle that you look through, you can see different aspects on that side as well as on that side. I don't know if anybody noticed that beforehand. I did. I happened to notice it, but I'm just me. So then here's the interior portions of the work, and then there's that, which that probably has to do with some weathering. But then if you look at the top right there, okay, you see a flat ceiling, there's a little dot that's right there. And then over there, there's that angled piece right there, and it's almost like a slanted area in conjunction. And so here's that side interior, that side interior, that interior piece of the column, as well as that interior piece of the column. So I don't know if there's something in more specific of that reasoning for the choices in that regard. But then let me move I got my camera out, my regular camera, so that way I could take some pictures of the night sky, because I know that when it comes to stars, the camera has to take a little bit of time to be able to get the picture. And I don't know if the same goes for digital film as it does in reference to the way film cameras work, but just in case. So here is the Georgia Guidestone Monument. It discusses the hieroglyphics, the Greek, the Babylonian, and the Sanskrit. Then there's the astronomical features. Then you have the cardinal directions of west, south, the specific languages, additional, and then also east and north, while also giving the specific physical data. Now, I admit I came out here wanting to get here before sunset. I also wanted to be here at night because of being able to see certain things differently, but there are those portions. So I'm gonna put the camera upward. I don't know if you can actually see the stars, if that actually gets picked up, or if I'll find out right later on. So I don't know what's out in the distance specifically, but yeah, so I don't know if anybody figured that out before me as far as that central piece right there, as well as in reference to that particular circular hole drilled directly through, all the way through, like a long pole at the same angle as that. So that one's angled downward at a specific degree. That one's angled upward at what looks like the same angle as that. So I don't know if anybody picked that up or not. I did. I haven't seen anything about that before, but something to think about, right? Anyway, you guys have a good one, and I'm gonna finish up here, and then I'm gonna make my way back towards Texas. I have to stop for a little bit. You guys have a good one.